people on the internet. How are you doing? Welcome to the very first episode of the Shadowrun 5th edition live play called Hoy Chummer!
Hoy Chummer!
Hoy Chummer! Hey, that's what I sounded like a couple of seconds ago. Thanks, Dom. No, sorry. So I'm Tyler Rhoades. I'm going to be your game master for the evening.
Don't let it go to your head, Tyler.
Yeah, I know. I'm just filled with power.
Mad with power.
I can't believe I could just create entire worlds.
And then destroy them.
And I have, as you can see, we have some very shoddily made paper craft things that are coming apart because I used a glue stick.
This one's real Tonka, though. This truck is
yeah,
legit.
Right?
This is
Name
straight up
brand.
Tonka.
You're
This
just
is name
representing what the sprawl is actually like.
Yes.
This is verisimilitude.
This is real life, man.
Yep.
So yeah, we're gonna play a little 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons. Thank you for tuning in tonight. We have some donations which are listed. Where are they listed, Dom?
Hit bang donations! Exclamation point donation.
Bang donations.
right.
That's a new thing.
Well, if you knew IT at all.
Yeah. I don't know IT at all. So we got some donations. Check it out. Most pressing is going to be I need names for 3 characters that are going to be appearing very shortly, hopefully.
Don't let us down.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time. I've already received 3 donations, and we need 3 more. So check that out, and let's go around and introduce ourselves. We'll start over here to my left.
Alrighty.
This person. Who are you?
Hi,
And what's your deal?
folks. My name is Nick Levy, also known as Sungrowler, and I run the cameras and stuff here sometimes, and sometimes I get to come play like I do today. Yay!
Yay! Yeah. Very good. Good to have you, Nick. And we'll introduce our characters in the next go around here. So let's just, we'll pop on over to here. Who are you and what's your deal?
My name is Jesse Durant, and my deal is love everyone.
Oh,
Okay.
damn.
It's a good deal.
It's a good deal.
That's the best deal.
But yeah,
And last but not least,
just a man in the world.
Oh,
with the female in the room.
look.
Yeah.
Hi. Hi, guys. I'm Kelsey. What's my deal?
Yeah, what is your deal, Kelsey?
I don't know.
What are you even doing?
What do you even live?
I'm just your run-of-the-mill nerd. Just got done with the Dark Sun campaign on Saturdays, which was super duper fun.
Woo!
So I'm excited to come up with a new quirky character for all of you to enjoy.
Whoa, all right.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for going with me on this crazy little adventure.
Thank you.
And let's just go ahead and hop right into it. Some of you may have tuned in for our episode 0, where we struggled mightily with
Labored intensively.
the depth and insanity that is the Shadowrun 5th edition rulebook, and we got about a quarter of the way into finishing our characters.
Can we talk about how big my character sheet is?
Yeah, go ahead and show that off.
Huh?
Right?
This is 23 pages.
Kelsey gets 23 pages worth of crap because she decided to play a rigger.
Woohoo!
Everybody loves a rigger.
I don't know what I was thinking.
That sounds so cool. That's why I'm playing the shaman.
I mean, he gets to play robots? That's amazing.
That's all right, because I'm going to be the Shadowrun soccer mom.
Shadowrun soccer mom.
Hashtag Shadowrun
That's
soccer
what we should name the show. Oh man,
Aw.
Shadowrun Soccer
Mom.
Missed
Mom.
opportunity,
Oh, it's not
guys.
too late.
Missed
Too late.
opportunity.
The rebrand again.
Go ahead and sit in your shame.
So yeah, we struggled with the trying to do it ourselves, and we gave up. I gave up, and with the assistance of a little program called Chummer and another little program called Hero Lab, I finally pumped out some character sheets for all these good people. Oh, and by the way, we have a 4th person who is typically here. That is Makayla. I want to say Lynn. But she is unfortunately unavailable tonight. So we're just going to go with 3 and Grabsy.
But we miss her.
Speaking of, yes, we do wish Makayla. And Makayla, if you're watching at home, hey, girl. So we did, however, get some pretty solid character concepts out. And we're going to discuss those a little bit tonight. And I have 5 questions. And these are much like, I want to say James Brolin, but I know that's not correct.
Lipton.
That's the one.
Actor
James
Studio,
Lipton.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are sort of like James Lipton's 5 questions that you ask when you get to heaven, except there's 20 questions, and I didn't want to ask 20 questions, so I'm only going to ask 5. We are going to start with Jesse tonight. Jesse, first of all, before we get into the 5 questions, tell me a little bit about your character.
Well, my character's name is Martin Bishop. He's our elven face. Let's see.
Wait, what's a face?
Oh, a face. Well, a face is kind of like your smooth talker, slick guy, sort of talk people into things, not really that combative type of guy. So that's who I'm going to endeavor to be and slowly learn the jargon so that I can do it more effectively over time. So this is beta.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. We're going to struggle with the jargon. I was glad we got Chummer in
Hoy
there,
Chummer.
because that's about as jargon as intensive as I get. I can write good jargon, but that's because I have to look it up every time I want to
Right.
use a word. So the important ones are frag and drek, which means fuck and shit, respectively. So,
Frag and direct.
yeah, but they've been
Well,
replaced.
frag also means what it means currently, like to kill or.
Yes. Yeah. And frag. Yeah. Exactly. And frag grenade is still a frag grenade, but they've replaced it because we don't want to say the F word because the kids don't like it. So Jesse,
Yo.
I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to ask you a question about. And what's your guy's name, by the way?
My guy's name is Martin Bishop, but he goes esoterically by John.
John.
Just
John
John.
is his street name.
That's right.
Yeah. And
That's great. I love it.
all Shadowrunners have a street name.
Martin Bishop from Sneakers.
Is it?
Oh shit!
What is sneakers?
That was entirely. I was gonna say Martin Freeman, and then I don't know where I got the name Bishop from, but yeah,
Apparently, sneakers.
I guess Sneakers. Is there a Martin Bishop in Sneakers?
His name is Martin.
Which character is
Robert
that?
Redford.
Was it Martin Bishop?
It's Robert Redford. I'm
Trying
surprised
to
I haven't
find
seen it.
It's a badass last name.
It is pretty cool.
Nice job, writer of Sneakers.
Bishop.
So Jesse.
Boom, yes.
Oh my God!
Oh,
Round of applause for Dom Zook, everybody.
man.
Picking up on that obscure.
+1 internet
Encyclopedic
trivia.
memory. Fantastic.
Boom! So, Jesse,
We are going.
question number 1. We are shaped by our heritage. Facial features, skin tone, height, build, metatype, even aptitude are influenced by the genes passed from parent to child. Aptitude, too, is taught by your parents, informed by their own lives and their cultural heritage. Where does your character come from? What is his lineage, and who were his parents? And what did he inherit from them?
Right. Okay. So, being an elf, I come from the elf mecca, which is Seattle, Washington.
Right.
Right. So, family, mom and dad, both kind of like middle, upper management type of people, both in society and business, trying to like do better, but not really succeeding at much of anything, and letting that stress and inadequacy kind of lead them into like a shell of disappointment in their lives, kind of not satisfied with where they are. So they engage in like escapisms, you know, like their parents who aren't like they're there, but they're not really like there, you know, and that kind of carries over. Well, Martin has a twin brother who is a council member in Seattle. So they both were trying to do better, and his twin brother ends up doing really well, and like he's a hard worker and all that sort of thing, whereas Martin kind of relies on his just talent and doesn't really work all that hard. And so he kind of inherited that escapism through his own feeling of inadequacy, having not achieved as much as he wanted to achieve. And that leads to him relying on things like, I don't know, like adrenaline and drug usage, that sort of thing.
That's sort of what drove him into the shadows then. Was,
Yeah, just the feeling of doing a Shadowrun. Like he's like, he loves just like fooling people. He loves tricking people. He loves talking people into stuff. It's like he's into it.
So he's got the same sort of charisma that his brother had, but he didn't have the drive to do anything with it, right?
Yeah.
Interesting.
He didn't want to play ball either as much.
Right. Nice. Cool. All right. Awesome. Thank you for that. Let's flip on over to Miss Kelsey Bell.
All right.
Does anybody call you Kelsey Bell? Because I will.
Yes. Actually,
No
weirdly,
way.
That's sort of similar to my family's nickname for me.
I don't want to call you that anymore. This doesn't seem right. So Kelsey, tell me about your character.
Okay. So I am playing Gidget, a dwarf female who is a, what am I called again?
A rigger.
A rigger.
A rigger. Kelsey, what's a rigger?
Oh, a or somebody who really likes drones and other types of Gidgets and gadgets. So my thought for my character is that both of her parents were tinkerers and builders, people, a society that uses their hands, works with their hands. But at a young age was orphaned and ended up kind of living on the street. And
How did the parents die?
Oh, I haven't thought about that.
Was it a horrible lab explosion?
I'm sure it was
or
something horrible.
I can't talk about it
Was
now.
it
Exactly.
lung cancer?
Drone accident.
All right, no, definitely not a drone accident. We wouldn't let that happen in our parts.
So they died, and Gidget doesn't like to talk about it.
Yeah, I would imagine it was probably pretty traumatic. So she ended up being kind of an urchin living on the street. And then I think that her sort of motto for life is the world is full of junk. That's why I like scrap. So she kind of hates people, like doesn't really like other humans. She prefers the company of droids and drones and bots. And so she's covered in them almost to the point where you can't tell what's a drone and what's armor or what's other equipment until I activate it and something might just fly off my body.
Nice.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right, good. All right, so rolled that first question into there then. So nice to meet you, Gidget. Let's go over to you. Who are you?
Hey.
And what character are you playing? Actually, I know who you are.
Yes.
But what character are you playing? What's his deal?
I'm playing an orc street shaman named street name is Moonbiter. Moonbiter does not talk about his past very much, but what his compatriots would know is that he was raised on the street. He does have a ganger, sort of a minor crime boss who he sees as a father figure. His magical heritage came to him from a spirit that saved his life in the sprawl, and he went ahead and followed that tradition in order to be able to uphold that. That tradition is one of dog, which is all about loyalty and detection, things that he found very useful in joining a gang to protect himself from the other people who would take advantage of a young orc out on his own, and sort of reinforcing his natural tendencies. And he feels very loyal to the rest of the team. Again, he sees them as his pack.
Nice. What gang were you a part of?
The White Hands.
The White Hands.
Yes,
Okay.
it's an orc gang in Little Mordor.
Got it.
Which is one of the orcish ghettos in Seattle.
Little more. Nice. And so you didn't talk about your parents. I imagine he doesn't discuss his parents very often?
No, if at all. Anytime anything like that comes up, he does reference usually Zagreb, who is the orc ganger who he sees as a father figure, who helped raise him and protect him in the gang.
Got it. Cool. All right. Well, good. You guys answered most of the first 4 questions actually here. So I'm just going to skip ahead to number 5, and we're going to go in reverse order here, starting with you, Nick.
Okay.
People have control over their own living arrangements, from the child young enough to use crayons and tape, all the way up to the elderly shut-in who plasters her walls with family photos and cat pictures. Everyone makes their living space more personally pleasing. What is your character's living space like, and what has he or she added to make it his or her own? So we'll start with you, Dave.
Sure. Moonbiter has clawed his way into owning a crappy basement floor apartment in a building. Considering he started in the streets, he feels like this is a huge improvement. He can only dream about such nice things, like I'm sure we'll hear about in a moment.
Does he still live in Little Mordor, or has he?
Right on the edge.
Right on the edge. The outskirts.
So he still maintains ties with the community, with some of the gangers and people he grew up with in the areas he grew up with.
Nice.
But has moved a little bit away, partly to protect the gang since he's getting involved in a little more noticeable illegal activities, and he doesn't want to call that much heat down on them.
Higher
either.
profile.
Exactly.
Than, what typical gangs would do.
Right. The decor of his apartment is almost like a cave. If you were to think of a stereotype of a fantasy orc, it's almost like that. So he has modded the walls, and they have there are no real straight angles. Everything has been plastered over and made rounded and brown and textured, and it's filled with all sorts of synthehides representing various animals, like animal skins, and everything has kind of a primitive aspect to it, a primitive feel.
It sconces.
Yes,
Yes.
Nice.
he does now.
He's like Mr. Super Orc.
Yes,
He
exactly.
is proud of his cultural heritage.
Absolutely, he responds to it all the time. Is very active in the Orcish community, in the Orc rights community. So that's all reflected in both his manner of dress and in his living area.
All right, awesome. So Kelsey,
All right.
tell me about Gidgets' little home.
Okay. Well, I mean, I kind of imagine she lives in sort of a mid-level place. Should be nice. Anybody else that lived there, I'm sure it would be lovely. But Gidget has filled it with scrap and all sorts of things that she finds on the street because she loves finding treasures, and then she takes them home. And so it's a little hoarder-ish, but it's all things that she loves, and she loves to build things out of them. And you never know when you might need that random little whatchamajig that
Right.
she found on the street corner last Saturday. So
There was a perfectly good circuit board
Exactly.
inside of that toaster, so I brought it home.
Exactly, exactly. And sort of same thing, minimal furniture, not really a whole lot in there. It doesn't look super homey, but to Gidget, it feels super homey.
Yeah.
But what your normal homey feeling is not what she's all about. And then I also kind of imagine the place is rigged to high hell. So all kinds of, fortification going on, and little.
So is Gidget a little paranoid then, or?
No, I like to be prepared.
Okay, so she's
you know?
more of a Cub Scout then, or a Boy Scout, right?
Right.
Yeah, okay.
And not all the drones and stuff like that's where I live are like fighting drones. Some of them like to organize cogs.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Who am I to tell them not to do that?
I imagine so Gidget has a lot of her life sort of automated then, and has like the little what was the Jetsons made? What was she called?
Man, what was
Rosie.
It was Rosie.
Rosie's just kind of puttering around, waking her up in the morning.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think she's still super clean, but I think, not like she's like a gross pig, but like there's just stuff everywhere.
It's a
'cause
lower
you just almost
priority.
can't- Yeah, but some of the drones that she has like to move things around and stack things in piles and stuff like that, and she just lets them.
Just leaves them running.
Yeah, she just lets them.
It's like
Because
a
it
house
makes-
full of Roombas.
Exactly.
Now, has she named all of her drones then?
I would imagine probably many of them have names.
Okay.
Yeah.
You should. That'll be your homework then. 'Cause I know you haven't named any of them. But we have.
We need 35 names, everyone.
Yes.
So
If you
go
could
ahead.
outsource that to chat.
Donations, please.
Name Kelsey's drones.
I will go
certainly
through
do
and
that.
I'll name like the most utilized.
It'll
ones.
help you keep track. I think
Oh, for sure.
there's 3 drones that you have. What are your your
primaries.
Nissan rotor drones? So those are kind of your main little babies.
Yep.
So you probably at least want to give those 3 your names.
Yeah.
And just to explain a little bit further about what a rigger is. For those in the stream and also for Kelsey, who is just learning this class, along with the rest of us, a rigger has a command console that she carries around in a briefcase, or it's in her car, or it's somewhere that she can interface with directly, and she can hop into. It's called jumping into a drone, and she is able to see the world as if she were the drone. So she kind of goes into a vegetative state. She hops into what's called VR, and then she just becomes the drone. And the drone has all sorts of increased capabilities. She also has the ability to just use that console to tell her drones to just come to life and start doing stuff. They're not quite as smart as if she had hopped into a drone, but she can be like her and her little 2 drone buddies. She could hop into one drone, and then she does what she slaves herself to the other 2 drones, and they move out as a pack, and then they can go attack and do things like that. So that's what your primary thing is as a rigger.
Right.
Is jumping into drones. You also have regular capabilities.
Yeah,
But
I've got a couple shotguns.
yeah, exactly. But for the most part, when you're out doing stuff, you have like the little baby drones that are kind of all over
Yep.
you, a micro skimmer and a fly spy, and you have one
In
enormous
my
drone.
eye. I've
Oh
got-
yes, and your eyeball is actually a flying drone
Yep.
too.
So that guy can pop out if he wants
Yes,
to.
exactly. It's just really weird. You also have one very big drone with a machine gun on it.
Yes.
That probably is pretty well concealed because it's super illegal. So everything about that is illegal.
Yeah, and I always I imagine myself also always trying to kind of mad professor things
Mm-hmm.
like how can I make this even more like unreasonably powerful?
Yes,
Like,
the
it
Tim
might
Allen.
explode, but can we do it? Yeah, exactly.
That was fantastic.
Yeah, thank you. Love that show.
It's been a while. It's not
has.
in a fortnight.
Yeah.
All right.
Have you read Girl Genius? You know the Girl Genius comic at all?
No.
Oh, okay. Because what you described sounded a lot like Agatha's Clank's.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, now I'm gonna have to go
pretty
read
neat,
it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna check out. Jesse,
Yo.
tell me about John's home.
All right. So, despite never having achieved the level of renown that they had wanted to, this is still like a pretty well-off family. So, he lives in a very, very nice condo at the top of a very tall building, or near the top anyway, maybe not right at the top. But despite it being a very nice place, he doesn't like take very good care of it, I guess. Like it's clean enough, but there's like dirty clothes everywhere and like empty instant ramen containers and just a bunch of stuff lying around. Probably the cleanest room is probably the bedroom, because he has to keep it nice and presentable.
when he's entertaining guests, I imagine. Yeah.
One of his vices.
Naturally.
That's about it.
All right. Cool. All right. So, you guys have had a chance to meet the runners, had a chance to meet the players. Now, no more excuses, Tyler. It's time to start the goddamn campaign. All right. You guys ready?
It's happening.
Yes. We're doing it.
Let's happen it.
Woo!
You asked for a chat, you got it.
All right. Okay, so you guys find yourself in the Redmond Barrens. You are in a diner that is called the Pie Hole. And that diner is this little door right here. And sorry, Jesse and Kelsey, you're going to have to lean around.
Just hold the mirror up.
One of the sacrifices that we make to have these, the fancy, pretty to look at thing. So anyway, yeah, you guys, this little diner, this little door right here leads to a little place called the Pie Hole. It's where you guys hang out. You are a team of runners. I guess you could decide how you met amongst yourself. That was one thing I wanted to cover before I jumped into it, but it's too late now. We're already gone. So we'll talk about that next time, about your guys' shared history. So prepare that in 2 weeks. And I have a little bit of text prepared that I'm going to read for you now. I'm nervous. I'm also nervous about this election, guys. I'll be honest with you. This is really freaking me out.
It's a doozy.
But I'm here. This is a safe space. We're not going to talk about it.
No.
We're here to have
We're not going to talk
Anxiety,
about it.
anxiety
It's
free.
escapism.
But no more. No more.
Close that 538 window I know you have open. I know you have it open. Close it. Let's enjoy. Let's have some fun playing some Shadowrun. Damn it. Okay. Life in the shadows is hard and unforgiving. Your last run was a complete cluster frag that wound up killing your chummers, Groove Shark and Lamb Chops. Mr. Johnson bailed on the meat, and you were left with a
I
worthless
liked
encrypted
him.
nano chip, a serious hit to your street rep, and blood on your hands. You've come to the Pie Hole to decompress and reassess your chosen profession. Pie Hole is a musty 2030s themed diner with vintage maglev lamps, cheesy trig graphic projection sheets, the kind your parents would snap on their electro walls above their hover beds. So you sit in a corner booth looking at your empty plates. You are broke, sinless, and jobless in the Redmond Barrens. Humming quietly, the autobusser scoops your plastisynth plates into its bin, and the table-mounted cred stick slot flashes red, requesting a payment of $65 million. So, boop, boop, boop.
All right, I got it.
Nice work, leader. All right. And with you guys is a little dude called Grabsy. Grabsy is currently looking into his his little comm link, or his comm. What the hell is it called? The comm link. Yeah.
comm link.
He's looking into his comm link. He's got a there's a StarCraft tournament, StarCraft 7, and he's got a little earbud in, and he's got it tuned on, and you know, I think thanks for that, man. That was really great. That was pretty messed up though. What happened? Did you just see Lamb Chops' body?
Oh my God.
God, there was so many holes in him.
So many holes.
Yeah.
I just wish there was something I could do, but by the time we got to him, my heels weren't going to be able to bring him back.
Yeah, you did the right thing. You did the right thing. I mean, you know, he knew the risks. That's what he signed up for, right?
Yeah.
Very true.
All right. So, should we get out of here, or you guys want another round, or I don't know.
No, I'm done. I can't eat any more pie.
I mean, I could eat more pie, but I can also be done.
Yeah. Okay, I gotta go run to the restroom. I'll meet you guys in the car, okay?
All right.
All right. Grabsy runs to the restroom, and you guys put yourself out front here. Boom! So this is your vehicle right there.
Oh, nice.
Now, what I would like is for the three of you to make a perception check.
Okay.
All right.
Numbers. What do we got?
How do we
Yeah.
do that?
Perception.
If you have a perception
is.
skill, you use that.
I have perception.
I should have
skill.
perception. Okay.
Don't have a perception skill,
Oh, how many D6 do I have?
then perception is a
So 3.
You're welcome to grab any of these. I don't think
Intuition.
I need more than 12 on a check.
Going
If
to
you
the
want a handful of these.
Cool.
yeah.
Thank you. I might have enough.
All right.
Okay.
Is anybody using these?
I think those are free. Here,
if
we
anybody
need
needs
'em.
Ooh. Okay.
All right, perception. Now, how this works, as I understand it, is 5s and 6s are all considered to be success.
Yes. Correct.
And I didn't roll any 1s, so no possibility of a glitch.
Correct.
Is that the right term?
That's correct.
Excellent.
You're doing
So,
good.
3 successes.
All right. 3 successes.
All right.
Kelsey, are you confident that you have the right number of dice?
I think it says 3 dice.
Okay. So you have it says perception, and then there's a little 3 by the die.
Yeah, 3
Okay.
dice, and then brackets 5, perception 1.
Wait.
What does that all mean?
Oh, wait. Hold on. Brackets 5.
Yeah, in brackets.
Is there a specialization that she has? For
Oh,
perception?
that's your physical. That's your limit.
A limit.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's the highest number of hits
of
you
dice,
can get.
or the.
Yes.
Okay.
It's
all
it's
coming
physical
together.
limit or it's mental limit?
It would be mental. So, okay, that's good to know actually, because that becomes that.
All right. For right now, I just need 3 dice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't do so great.
Does that mean, is that a glitch?
I got a glitch.
Huh? No, you did not get a glitch.
I did not get a glitch.
A glitch happens when you roll more ones. More than 50% of your dice are ones.
Oh, okay.
okay.
So
okay.
you are safe there.
But I still failed my perception.
Yes, you still failed your
checks.
perception. If you roll more than 50% of your dice as a 1, and you also don't get any hits, that's called a critical glitch.
Oh, okay.
That's when the
Okay.
fun happens.
All right.
All right.
Here we go.
Oh, look at Mr. Perceptive over here.
got
These
some perception.
dice.
Oh,
I got 2.
yeah. All right.
So,
Underwhelming.
respectable 2.
Cool. Okay, so 3, 2, 2. So,
It's full of pie.
Moonbiter.
Yep.
Your name's Moonbiter.
Moonbiter.
All right,
Yeah.
Moonbiter. You see, and you're a child of the streets, so you're always aware.
A little bit, yeah.
You
Try to be.
see a single eye peeking around the corner, right down here, and goes. That's it. Looked like a bald head. Might have seen a tattoo.
Does it? Could I recognize the tattoo? Does it look like any of the local gangs I know?
You didn't get a really
know
good
about?
look at it.
You want me to send a scout?
Well, first thing I want to do is take a quick look around the rest of the street.
Mhm.
Is anything strange going on? Like, is it the quiet before an attack is about to happen? Like everyone's cleared out and I didn't see nothing and that sort of stuff?
There's nobody over here.
Okay.
Yeah. You see a couple of pedestrians walk in, sort of in this direction. There's an empty lot right over here.
So it still looks like regular city traffic.
Yes, except it is. You're getting that weird vibe over here. Like, what's going on?
Okay.
Why is nobody over here? So.
Hey, I think someone's checking us out around the corner.
That corner?
Yeah, right at the edge of the pie hole.
I'm sure I've got a friend that can help us out.
Do you want to send them around the back, see if we can see what they're planning?
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm gonna take. Do I have like I know I have something that's like sort of more quiet of a drone. Oh, there's so many, you guys. This will get faster, I promise. I'm so sorry.
Yep. You have a fly spy, which is a little. It's about the size of a bug. And then you have something that's a micro skimmer, which is also a micro drone.
All right.
It's about the size of a frisbee.
Oh, here we go. Here he is. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's try the fly spy.
All right.
Okay.
So you are you gonna jump into it, or are you just going to?
Yeah,
send
I'll
them
jump
out?
into it.
Okay, cool. So you jump into your fly spy, and you have the vision, and so you just fly around the corner.
All right,
and
you
take a
guys
look.
guard my meat shell.
Okay. Yes. You have a seat, and you kind of slump, and he buzzes around the corner, and you see 5 gangers standing up against the wall, guns drawn like this. And you see one poor soul bleeding against the far wall. And the guy in the front, hold on. Let me make a quick roll. 2 plus 2. Okay. The guy in front here peeks around the corner again. And then he pops back, talks to his buddies, and they come walking around the corner. So here, can I get those real quick?
Yeah.
So are you talk-to-able while you're in your drone? You can, like, through the comms
Oh,
or
I don't
something?
know.
Yeah, you can.
Probably only communicate if my drone can communicate. Right?
Yeah, I think because all of her senses are the drone's senses, and so if you talk to her, you can't really tell what's going on with her, and she won't be able to hear you because she's just kind of buzzed out. It's like she's wearing headphones.
Right.
So like if you tap her, you'll be vaguely aware that somebody's trying to get your attention, but.
You can have like an established Morse code tap. That if I need to move my body, you guys do that, and I'm like, oh, I gotta go.
2 left, 1 right.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, hold on.
Where's your? Oh, there she is. Can I get her?
Yeah, here's my little pumpkin.
Oh, look at this little gooky. All right, put you right there. Okay. Now in the front, there's a guy, obviously the leader. He kind of strides up to you and goes, "Hello there. What have we here? A bunch of Shadowrunners, I see." Oh, I'm very scared of the Shadowrunners. Isn't that right, boys? And they laugh.
Can I see any gang tattoos or signs?
Yes.
Something that I'd
He is a
recognize?
Halloweener.
Okay.
Good old-fashioned
dressed up.
Halloweener. Grow up, Tom.
Hey,
It's fine.
Now, as I recall, Halloweeners sort of have a rep for just being crazy,
Violent and
Yes.
the Joker gang.
Yes.
Basically, they're costumes, and you can't really know exactly what they're going to do.
Exactly.
Okay.
They're a bit unpredictable. And you would not. Do you have knowledge, street gangs or anything like that? Or?
I do have knowledge of local sprawl gangs.
Okay.
And I also have etiquette.
Okay,
that
cool.
Maybe if I can.
Can you give me a knowledge sprawl gangs, or do you have that figured out yet? You were just getting that. You were just filling that out, weren't you?
Yes, I was. Well,
I'm
no,
sorry,
it was-
no, I cannot.
Yes, it was mainly because I wasn't sure what, because I hadn't gone back to the book. I wasn't sure what attribute was linked to it, so I didn't know what points I was putting into it yet.
Ah, okay.
On there. So if you could.
So
if
yeah,
you know that, or
that
just
would
tell
be
me.
knowledge is going to be since it's street. It is. Hang on a second. Shit. It would be. I believe it's intuition.
Okay.
So yeah, rating plus intuition.
Great. Okay.
It's not academic. That would be logic. It's not profession. That's also logic. Interest is intuition. So those are the two that are intuition.
Great.
Yeah.
So.
And by the way, we have our first donation. Thank you. And Dom, who do I have to thank for this? Or is this just chat?
This is just chat.
this is just-
because the drones were not.
The drones are not listed. Okay, yeah, no, that's fine. Chat, you've done a fantastic job. They have named your 3 drones. And
Oh.
this is your 3, and I hope you're okay with this because you have no choice.
Canon now.
So these are your rotodrones.
Okay.
You've got Schmitty,
Okay.
Nice.
I like it.
that.
Samson,
Ooh.
biblical reference, and finally, Mr. Bojangles.
Oh, he's my favorite.
Yeah,
Also good. I like
gonna
this.
dance a lick.
Samson? Okay.
Samson, Schmitty, and Mr. Bojangles.
Mr. Bojangles.
Mr. Bojangles.
Get on over here, Mr. Bojangles. All right.
Okay.
All right, so that puts my so for local sprawl gangs, that's going to give me 6 dice.
Okay.
That looks like 1 success.
1 success. Okay. So yeah, not terribly more that you know beyond that. They're vicious. They're really unpredictable. They like to dress up. They like to have fun. This guy in front of you looks like, not super high up in the gang, but he's got a little bit of chrome on him. So he's not your average ganger.
What's he dressed like?
He is dressed like a clown, actually.
How apropos.
Yeah.
It's very, very topical.
Yes, exactly. It's a very, very topical reference. This is the real life pretend clown attacks. So they've taken it to the next level. This is the inevitable decline that our society is going to apparently fall into.
Lovely.
Okay.
So-
do like an etiquette check or something?
What's that?
Would it be appropriate to do an etiquette check right now?
You can, sure.
Okay, cool. Here's all these, and one more after this.
Oh my God.
Oh, man.
Oh, what in the?
Oh,
okay, that's
wait, no,
that's
you have
pretty good.
a lot
That's
of
good, that's
5s,
five.
2
That's good.
6s.
Five
Yeah.
successes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Try not to move the tray.
So how many was that? 5?
5.
Okay. Because this is tough. Oh wait, hold on. This guy.
And I assume
not
that,
there.
and I don't want to nitpick,
Okay.
so shut me down. But
Please.
And then we compare what your social limit is. Is that underneath your social limit?
Oh yeah.
Oh, right.
Oh, it's probably not. He's got an incredibly high
Etiquette,
social
it's
limit.
an 8. I think is the max here
Yes.
for etiquette. Yeah.
So your limits are right here. So yeah, your
that's how many
social.
successes
I
you can
figured
get.
you were well under, but I
Yeah.
just wanted to double check.
Yeah.
Good
He's,
looking out. Good looking out.
he's gorgeous. He really is. Not gorgeous so much as likable.
Just like
Really inspiring. Something about him.
I like clowns.
And they like you.
So you're a businessman. You have some knowledge of the streets, but it doesn't go incredibly in depth. These guys look like they want to fight, right? They are here to scrap, and they're looking for a reason. And this guy in front of you sort of presses the attack. He's like, "So what can I do for you this fine evening?"
Well, we just had our pie. I don't know. I'm good. You guys good?
I want to make a quick etiquette check as well,
Okay.
if you don't mind.
Sure.
Nowhere near as many dice, but 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'm just like, I don't know if readying
Because I
actions is
haven't-
like a thing in this, but
Yeah, sure. You can start like powering up your drones. This
yeah,
is
that's
your,
what I'm
this
thinking.
is your vehicle there. So,
that's my vehicle?
So here's
Okay.
here's what I want to try.
what is your
I have a course of action that I'm going to take with that Moonbiter is going to take right now.
okay?
What I want to do is roll this etiquette check to help you determine whether or not that's going to be a good thing for us to do, for me to do, or not a good thing for me to do.
Okay.
So if I get good successes, then maybe it was the right thing to do, and
Sure.
if I don't, then Hilarity will ensue.
Okay, here we go.
3 successes.
3 successes. Not bad.
Not bad.
What is your course of action?
I walk up to him and get right in his face. Look, if you want to start something, let's go. I know the white hands. You want to mess with us? Let's go. Come on. Come on.
You're gonna load on this guy!
I'm also knocking beer over, so let
no.
me grab a thing real quick.
All right. Oh boy. No.
All right.
That was the most street thing you could have done.
Spilled beer.
He spilled his beer all over himself.
Just like the white hands would do.
Right.
Aw.
Typical white hand behavior.
And he gets on the comm link, and he goes, "Johnny, shut him down."
What does that mean?
Johnny, shut him down. Well, that
And-
sounds like a roll initiative.
Sounds bad.
Let's roll initiative.
Enjoy the rest. Yes, I'm
And you hear very faintly, because you're standing close to him, in the comm link, you hear, "Whoa, okay." And let's all roll initiative. So,
Let's do it.
so are you jumped into your drones right now?
I was thinking of jumping into Mr. Bojangles
Okay.
and then having Samson and Schmitty
Samson, Schmitty, and Miss
Schmitty.
Bojangles. Yeah.
have the S brothers follow me.
Okay, cool. So since you're jumped in, you were going to use your Hot Sim VR initiative,
Okay.
which is.
Sorry, I just don't
Just a
know
chemical
the.
spill. It looks
Yeah,
like
yeah, no.
Yeah, right.
totally, yeah.
Yeah, that's
I was just
they're
making-
garabs anyway.
I was making it more legit, that's all.
Yeah. So let's see. Initiative. Where is
So-
your
11 plus 2d6.
I have 7/8 plus 2d6.
So 18 for me.
Okay. Here, can I see your character sheet?
Yeah, yeah.
Usually they have these parsed out.
See how long that lasts.
Initiative. Oh, there you are. Okay. Huh. The other character sheet had it. This one does not.
Uh-oh. We only printed that one, huh?
That's unfortunate. Yeah, I only printed this one off.
But we have the electronic file.
That's all right. Because I think it's 46. So I'm pretty sure it's 46.
Oh, what initial?
For
When I'm in
for
my
her
drone?
VR for her drones. So yeah, go ahead and make it a 46 plus plus that. I can pull that up real quick too.
Would that be in the same spot, Tyler?
What's that?
Would that be in the same place of the character sheet?
I think so. What do you mean, like on Slack or?
Like location-wise, it would be
Oh,
where this is.
yes, where the initiative. Yeah, it's like the
Because it just, I think it's the same on this one.
the Chummer one has like your Matrix initiative, your Cold Sim VR, your Hot Sim VR initiative, and so I think Hot Sim VR is just literally like 46. That's the only difference. You just add additional initiative dice, and so anyway, before we roll initiative, not to tease you anymore, we have some donations that came in. So Night Steed gives 1 reroll per player, and there you go.
Nice.
In
Thank
addition,
you. Thank
Steed,
you.
Mr. Super Viewer. In addition, he gives a Godspeed to Nick. So wait, Godspeed. What the hell's a Godspeed? What did I say that was? Oh, Nick, you get an additional initiative die for the length of this combat.
Excellent.
So there you go.
Nice.
That's what a Godspeed is. And Nick and Jesse and Kelsey, you guys get an additional edge.
Oh, nice.
So give yourself an edge.
Thank you, Night Steve.
And
We-
as
we
to what,
appreciate it.
if you were curious
really
what you
appreciate
could do with your edge, it's on that cheat sheet that I handed you.
Yeah.
We got a sheet for that.
So you can do that just to do.
Can I form a band with Bono?
What's that? You can. You can try it. You can roll for it.
All right, all
You're
right.
not going to get it though. You need like 10 successes for that, and I know your limit is 6. You are no Bono, my son. Yeah. Remember that? No, never mind. Okay, and secondly, Lotus Shard gives a sploosh to each player. What's a sploosh, you might ask? It's my favorite donation. It's my favorite donation.
We're on the edge of our seats.
A sploosh allows you to add an additional die to any test that you take. So, so yeah, if you're rolling a test, you say, I'm going to add my sploosh onto this, and make you a little bit better at it.
I love it.
That's,
I love it.
We can
And you
use that for
can
what?
decide to
Sorry,
do that
for
after you've rolled,
any
tests?
before you've
Any
rolled.
tests?
Usually you
Anytime
could
we
probably do
roll
it
dice,
after.
We can.
use an extra.
You can give it a sploosh. Although you can't use it with initiative because that just wouldn't be fair. Although Nick gets an additional die. So yeah, let's roll initiative. I have a shitload of initiatives to roll, so I am going to do that quickly.